Hello and welcome to the next part of this series, which is the last one. For now, maybe it will grow up in future. But this is the fifth one, which is dynamic one optional, where we can filter the dim geography and as well as the dim product category in an optional manner. If the user has an access to this particular case, then he can get an access to this. If he has an access to the particular category, then he can also get an access to that as well. Let's have a look into that, how it actually works before going into tags function. So I'm into my Power BI desktop, go to modeling here and then click on view as. Let me pick up one example where you see the user has an access to the country United Kingdom as well as the bike. So if I copy this United Kingdom bikes and then dynamic one optional, if I tick here other users, add the email ID and click on OK. And now you see the data which is showing up here is United Kingdom bikes at tyke18.com, and now you see it is filtered only to bikes. We are not able to see the clothing and accessories here. And also on this one we see United Kingdom alone and the state of England and in city whatever available inside to that. So no other country is showing up here. So it filters as well as the country as well as the category, so both at the same time. So this is a kind of optional we can filter. And now if you take another example, which is the bikes at tyke18.com, where it has an access only to bikes, not anything other than to that. So if I click on view as and then add the value, the email ID as bikes at tyke18.com, and it is filtering the value. Here it also show only bikes here, but it has to show everything on the state, country and city level. Alright, now you see the data is filtered here, and also on this graph you see the sales by sales territory group. Now we can see North America, Europe, Pacific, and also the graph looks three different color, which is basically the three different parts. But only we see bikes here, no clothing and no accessories. And also on this one we can see everything, which is Australia, Canada, Germany, France, and inside to that whatever we have the states and city, everything we see here. So this is the kind of optional dynamic row level security in Power BI. So to do that, basically what we have done here, let's go back to manage roles, and if we look into this one, dynamic one optional, and here you can see we have added the filter on three different tables. This one, the RLS import, is basically the same logic what we have done, which is lower of this one, email ID and user principal name. This remains to be the same in most of the cases. And in dim geography, if we look into this one, what we have it here is basically username, cities all, cities count, state all, state count, countries all, countries count, and also the switch statement, everything remains the same here. So what we have seen in our previous case, the case 4, is the same logic we had to apply it here. No other changes here. Apart from that, we need to add additional filter, which is on the dim product category one. So I don't want to cover this dim geography, because if you haven't seen that, please I recommend you to watch the video, the fourth part, which contains all the information here. And if I copy this code here, which is on dim product category, and then let's go back again to DAX Studio. So DAX Studio, like I said before, it's a wonderful tool. Please try this out. And now what I'm trying to do here is basically getting the same concept and logic, taking a variable of logged in user in a separate variable as an username, and then variable category, where I'm filtering this RLS import table to give me the list of categories which this particular user has an access in a separate variable which contains this information. And another variable which I'm taking it here, all of them are table variable basically, where it gives all the available product category without any filter for this logged in user. And the third one which I'm taking it here, the category count, where I just want to make sure that the user has an access to all category or user has an access to only to a particular category. So this is the category count for this one. And now the last part, which is the switch statement, where I'm just checking if the user has an all category inside to that. If there is an all category available, then we had to give them access to all the categories. If there is no category available but only one category available to that, then we can apply this category here. So the category all will contains all the available categories, and this category is only available what they have in particular access. So by applying this logic on to this particular table, we got the result what we have looked into it. Now let's have a look into another example. Let me filter it here to see if there are any stop viewing here, and then we'll see all on this category level because I want to see all access to this one. And there is a filter applied to a particular one. So if you take an example at Melbourne, not this one. So let's take an example of this Canada. I think we have seen it last time itself, right? So let's take an example of Canada. Just copy this value, canada@take18.com, and then manage role. Sorry, it has to be view role, view as. So this we have seen in our previous example where we have an all options available for the category but not on the geography. Even though I'm still want to look into this example, dynamic one optional, click here and then paste now, which is the Canada@take18.com, and click on OK. Here it has to show me all the available values inside to Canada as well as all the category, which is bikes, accessories and clothing. So this is all about so far what I have learned on the complex row level security in Power BI. So maybe in future I'm going to add some more videos on this one in different parts of row level security if something comes up in future as well. So thank you for being a member of this channel, and thank you for watching this video till this end. If you have learned something else, please share this video with others. Hope you like this entire series of what we have done so far. If you like this video, just hit the like button and share with others. See you in the next video.